I'm not telling you this to scare you, merely to inform you. There is a reason we fear the dark. Let me show you. Inspired by the artwork of H.R. Giger, the Xenomorph is one of the most recognizable monsters in cinema history. It first appeared in the 1979 film Alien. Due to the literally dozens of novels, video games, comics, and crossovers, we will be sticking with the original film trilogy for the sake of brevity. Yes, there was a fourth movie in the creature's core series, but the original plan was to end the story as a trilogy and be done, so we will be ignoring the fourth movie. The original concept of the Xenomorph comes from H.R. Giger's painting Necronom 4. His habit of crossing mechanical horror with dark sexual themes helped inspire the rather phallic-shaped monster that would eventually make it into the movies. The creature has no specific name, and the name Xenomorph was actually latched onto by the fans and not its creators. It was later seen on merchandise and considered canon. Xeno meaning other or strange, and morph, which denotes a shape. In the films, it is referred to as a serpent, a dragon, a monster, an alien, or simply a thing. The films never name them as a species, but documentaries that were packaged with box sets of the film series gave it the Latin name Internecivus raptus, which means murderous thief. The Xenomorph's life cycle is a violent one, beginning in an egg form. A larva-like creature called a facehugger will eventually emerge and attach itself to its namesake, impregnating the host with a fertilized ova. After a short amount of time, the next stage, called a chest burster, will break out of its host through the ribcage. Xenomorphs have been shown to be able to use anything from a dog to a human being as a host. Interestingly enough, they also take on some characteristics of the host when they are fully formed. Thusly, do those from human hosts walk upright and appear more social among one another. Those that emerge from animals appear quadrupedal and much speedier than their cousins. After a chestburster has freed itself from its now dead host, it undergoes a massive growth spurt and achieves its adult form in a matter of hours. The adult form has no real name and is simply referred to by the term Xenomorph. The creatures are fast, stealthy, and excellent hunters. Using its iconic mouth within a mouth to kill its prey, they also boast concentrated acid for blood and razor-sharp tail tips and talons. When questioning the acid for blood, three important facts generally come up. One is that the creature is adjusted to its own fluids and can't be harmed by them any more than a human being can be harmed by their own stomach acids. Two, that the creature is actually designed with double-layered skin and that the acid blood is pressurized between the two layers. And three, that it was made this way for the movies to make the creature virtually unkillable. To injure it would burn a hole through the hull of the spacecraft and kill everyone. Furthermore, xenomorphs are set in a caste society that hosts a single fertile female called the Queen. She tends to be roughly twice the size of normal adults, reproduces asexually, and lays all the eggs that are seen throughout the movies. This setup has been compared to wasps, termites, and ants in that there are many workers or drones or warriors and only one queen in a hive sort of setup. The lesser adults do all the killing, food gathering, and host snatching, and the queen propagates the species. Xenomorphs are fast, deadly, territorial, and unrelenting. Though they are perfectly susceptible to normal weaponry, the costs tend to outweigh the benefits of shooting, stabbing, or explosives of any kind. You are just as likely to die killing one of them as you are to die being killed by one of them.